All right, let's talk about AI. We all know it's powerful, it's smart, but what if it could be genuinely helpful in your day-to-day life? I mean, what if it could actually see what you're seeing and do what you need it to do? Today, we're cracking open the AI's toolbox to connect its brain to the real world. Let's get into it.
So here's the thing. We have these incredible large language models, right? LLMs. They've read basically the entire internet. They can write a sonnet, they can help you with your code, but they're trapped. They're living inside this digital box, completely sealed off from what's happening right now.
Just think about it like this. Imagine you've got the smartest librarian in the world. I mean, this person knows everything, but they're locked in a library where all the books are from last year. They can't check today's news, they can't look at your calendar, they can't use any tools that aren't already on the shelves. That's pretty much the state of most AIs today. Brilliant, but isolated. And that isolation creates some pretty big problems, doesn't it? Your AI can tell you the average weather in Paris for May, but it has no idea if you need an umbrella to go outside right now. It can help you write a perfect email, but it can't actually go into your inbox and find that one critical message from your boss. All that incredible intelligence is stuck in the past. So how do we fix this? How do we build a bridge from that isolated box to reality? Turns out the answer is something called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP for short. And you can think of MCP as the key that finally unlocks that box, connecting the AI's mind to the world's hands. Now, the most important word here is standardized. MCP is a standard protocol. It's like a universal language, a Rosetta Stone for AIs and the tools they need to use. It sets up a common ground, a set of rules, so that any AI can talk to any tool, whether that's a simple weather app, your company's database, or even a custom script that you just wrote 5 minutes ago. And what's really cool is how flexible it is. MCP basically works in two main ways. The first method, STDIO, is all about keeping things local and private. It lets the AI use tools that are running right there on your machine, so your personal files and data never have to go out onto the internet. But then you've got the second method, HTTP streaming, which does the exact opposite. It lets the AI connect to tools and services all over the web. So you really get the best of both worlds: tight local security and wide open global access.
Okay, so this is where it gets really, really cool. Because once you build that bridge with MCP, you're not just feeding the AI more information. You are giving it superpowers. You're letting its incredible reasoning engine loose on actual real-world tasks. So what could an AI with superpowers actually do for you?
Well, just think about it for a second. You could give the AI a tool to securely access your inbox and ask it, hey, what are the 3 most important emails I need to answer this morning? Or imagine giving it a tool to scan your downloads folder and flag anything that looks suspicious. It could get you real-time weather alerts or even create a custom news briefing for you by scraping your favorite websites. The sky is suddenly the limit.
Now, this all sounds great in theory, right? But what does it actually look like when someone does it? Well, let's check out a fantastic real-world example from a software engineer named Dennis Newtiu. He actually went and built an MCP server to teach an AI a brand new trick.
And don't worry, we're not going to get lost in lines and lines of complicated code. We're just going to look at the basic blueprint, the core idea of how you give an AI a new tool. In this case, the goal was simple but powerful. Give the AI the ability to see a list of the files inside a folder on a computer.
And it really just boils down to 2 steps. Super simple. First, the developer writes a little piece of code, a function, that does the thing he wants it to do. In this case, listing files. Then, and this is the magic MCP part, he registers that tool with the AI. He gives it a name, he explains what it does, and he tells it what information it needs to work. It's literally like handing the AI a user manual for its new toy.
Okay, now for the payoff. The tool is built, the AI has access. So what happens when you take this newly empowered AI and you ask it a really creative, kind of personal question? This is what I think is so brilliant. The developer didn't just ask, hey, what files are in this folder? That's just data. Instead, he asked the AI to do something much more complex, to analyze that file list and figure out his personality.
This is the ultimate test, right? It combines the tool's raw data with the AI's incredible ability to reason and find patterns.
So here's what happened behind the scenes. The AI gets the prompt. It thinks, I can't answer this on my own. I need to see those files. So it uses the new tool it was just given to get the file list. Then it takes that list, thinks about it, and comes back with this shockingly detailed analysis of the developer.
And just look at how spot on this is. From just a list of file and folder names, the AI figured out that this person is a versatile and organized developer. It saw projects in 5 different programming languages. It noticed folders for things like DevOps, saw multiple development environments, and correctly guessed it was a professional, not just a hobbyist. It even spotted a folder that looked like a personal side project. This is the magic that happens when you combine real-world data with AI reasoning. And I absolutely love this little note from the developer himself. He points out, yeah, the AI is pretty good, but it also likes to flatter him a little bit, exaggerating things. He jokes that it's probably just a trick to keep us users hooked and feeling good about ourselves. It's a great reminder that there's still a bit of salesmanship built into these systems. Which brings us to the big final question. We now have a standard, a protocol, for building that bridge between an AI's brain and pretty much any tool we can dream up. We saw an example that analyzes files, but that tool could just as easily connect to your smart home or a live stock market feed or a complex scientific instrument. The possibilities are truly wide open now. So that leaves just one question. What are we going to build next?